Good morning Videshrians and welcome back. Today I Ritu going to take your English grammar class. But before I introduce new concept in front of you, I want you to revise what we are already done with. So we are already done with nouns, types of nouns, common noun, proper noun, then singular and plural. So today here I am back again with a new concept of countable noun and uncountable noun. What are countable noun and uncountable noun? But before we start with countable and uncountable, I want you to revise the definition of nouns. Name of a person, place, thing, animal, remember, is called noun. Then we did singular noun and plural noun, where you can change a noun from singular to plural. Here we will do countable noun and uncountable noun. Countable, well, the name itself is telling what it means. Countable means that can be counted. Uncountable means that cannot be counted. There are few more things which are very important for you to know, is that you can change a countable noun from singular to plural. You can add s in countable noun. Countable nouns can be counted, like you can add units before it. Like if I take example of a book, I can have one book, I can have two books, I can have three books. See, book is a noun because it's a thing, and I can also change its form. Book, books. I changed it from singular to plural, and I can count it also. How? I can have one book, two books, three books, four books. So it is easy to count, so it's a countable noun. Example of water. Water is uncountable. क्या आपने कभी कहा है मुझे एक पानी दे दो, मुझे दो पानी दे दो, मुझे तीन पानी दे दो? But yes, a glass of water is countable. Two glasses of water is countable. But water itself is in a form of liquid, you cannot count. So, for better explanation, I am going to take you to my kitchen today. There I have arranged few things for you by which I will clear this concept. But don't think those things are available only in my kitchen. There I have all those things which you can easily find in your mama's kitchen as well. So first we will go to my kitchen, and after that you must visit your mama's kitchen today. So here we are in the kitchen, where I have arranged these things for you to make you clear about the things which are countable and uncountable. After these examples, you will be easily able to recognize which noun is countable and which is uncountable. So first let's talk about these pens. So I can have one pen, I can have two pens, I can have three pens. I can have one candy, I can have two candies, I can have three candies. If I want a spoon, I can ask for one spoon, I can ask for two spoons, I can ask for three spoons. So basically I can count them and I can add units before them. These are biscuits. We can easily count them. One biscuit, two biscuits, three biscuits, four biscuits. A jar of coffee powder. It is also countable, and we can add article before it. A jar of coffee powder means we are talking about one jar of coffee powder. A glass of milk. If we will talk about milk only, milk is a uncountable noun because it is in the form of liquid. But if we'll talk about a cup, a glass of milk, then a glass of milk is countable. Next we have this coffee powder. It is in the form of powder, so we cannot count powder, but we can, if we want coffee, we can ask for one spoonful of coffee. Okay, so a spoonful can be counted, but we cannot count the coffee powder. Next we have sugar. Can we count sugar? No, we cannot count sugar. कभी सुना है हमने कहा हो I want one sugar, two sugar, three sugar? Whenever we want sugar, we always say please give me one spoonful of sugar, two spoonful of sugar. Next I have this example of turmeric. It is also in the form of powder, so here also we cannot count it. We can only use one spoonful of turmeric powder, two spoonful of turmeric powder. Next is this wheat flour. It is also in the form of powder, so we cannot count it. Next is this water. It is in the form of liquid. Can you count it? No. But if we will talk about a glass of water is countable, but water itself is uncountable. Next I have this tea powder. Powder, it is in the form of powder again, so we cannot count a powder, but we can count a spoonful of tea powder, 2 spoonful of tea powder. So spoonful of tea powder is countable, but tea powder itself is uncountable. Next we have brick of butter. So brick of butter is countable, but if we will talk about butter only, so butter itself is uncountable. So here we are back again in our class. I hope you liked the activity. I hope the examples which I gave you must have cleared this concept. But still, you should help your mama in kitchen today. And if you'll go there, please find out all those things which are countable and which are uncountable so that you can better understand this concept. One more important thing about uncountable noun is that uncountable noun cannot be counted. We cannot add units before it, but uncountable noun can be measured. For example, water cannot be counted in units, but it can be measured in liter, milliliter. Same with salt, sugar. You cannot count them in units, but you can measure them in kilograms and grams. All right? So see you in next class. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.